This week we're going to do something a little different. I've been wanting to cover NotebookLM, so what better time than with the normal distribution. Super simple. First thing you do is just go to notebooklm.google.com. Click Try NotebookLM. Then click Create New Notebook to create a new notebook. You'll be prompted to upload sources or add URLs. Those could be files, those could be videos. I'll start with some YouTube videos. I'll get the URL for this video on normal distributions with real-world examples and paste that in. Click Insert. I'll rename my notebook so I can remember what it is later. How about normal distribution? Now I'm going to add another YouTube video, this one on the 6895-99.7 rule. I'll paste in the URL for that. That's my second source. Now I'm going to add some pages from the online stats book, from the textbook. I'll go to normal distributions and pick the intro pages. I like those. Copy the link, go back to my notebook. Notice it says you can have websites down here. And you can paste in multiple links at once. So there's the intro chapter. I'm going to go back here. I also want to include the areas of normal distribution chapter. So I'm going to click that URL and insert that. I also want this section on the standard normal distribution. I'm going to click that one. Paste that in. And one more. The normal approximation to binomial. So I'm going to grab that URL. Now I paste all four of those URLs in here. I click Insert. The first thing it gives me is a summary of my sources, and as I add more sources, that will be expanded. But there's a lot of other things you can do as well. For example, flashcards. I'm going to click up here and pick flashcards. And when you look in the notebook, you'll see it created 60 flashcards for me with questions like, around what point is a normal distribution always symmetric? So you can look at those flashcards in the notebook that I will share with you. Another fun feature that NotebookLM has that might help you understand normal distributions is the mind map. So just click on that. When I click on the mind map it created, first it gives me this sort of high-level view, but you can click on those arrows for each and get each of those core concepts broken down, the empirical rule explained, calculations and tools. So, kind of cool thing to play with. As you can see, you can click on even more arrows and break down some of the concepts like functions and approximations even further. Notice that now we have more sources. We have 6 of them, that the summary of those sources is a lot longer and more detailed. That stuff that's in the middle. And also on the right-hand side, we have some additional notes. We have the mind map, the flashcards, and now I'm going to add a quiz. And as you'll see, this will create a 10-item multiple choice quiz for me. And as I take the quiz, it will tell me whether I got the answers right or wrong. And I can also retake the quiz as many times as I want. Another thing I could do is click here to create an infographic, give it any style I want, give it any prompt for a specific topics, information I want in it. So I want it to be a purple color theme because I like purple, and highlight the main points. And here's my infographic. And if you're immature, which I totally am, you can click it again and create a different graphic. This is my favorite part because I never have enough time, and I sometimes drive a lot from my house to one of my kids' houses. If I click on Audio Overview at the top, NotebookLM will generate an audio overview that sounds like a podcast that then I can listen to in the car while I'm driving and study that way. Check this one out.
I want you to close your eyes for a second and just imagine a scenario.
Okay.
You're standing at the door of a very, very popular bar. It's a Saturday night. 1,000 people are going to walk through that door.
That is a crowded bar.
It is. But stick with me here. As every single person walks past you stop them and you measure their height.
Okay.
You just write it down. Short, tall, average. You get 1,000 numbers.
1,000 numbers. That's a lot of raw data.
It's just a messy list, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you take that data and you plot it on a graph, like a histogram, something almost magical happens.
Yeah.
You get a few short people way over on the left.
Yeah.
You see a few really tall, NBA-sized people on the right. But the vast majority of those dots just pile up right in the middle, and it creates this perfect symmetrical peak.
And that's not even everything. Check out the notebook and email I sent to you. Create your own notebook. Good luck with learning everything this week, and there will be a quiz next week. Looking forward to see what you did and what you learned.